and down here we are console logging the, it will be removed from here, and there is only one global execution context here. In this series, we will be looking at some really important topics in JavaScript which are needed to become a great web developer, because great developer really knows the thing in deep. We will talk about the theory and implement it practically in the same video and become strong in one topic at a time. We will be calling this series as JavaScript Lab. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jumal and I am a final year engineering student at Indian Institute of Information Technology, Vadodara, and I am currently doing my internship as a backend developer. On this channel, I create videos related to web development, tutorials, tips and tricks, and a little bit of freelancing also. So if you are interested in these topics, you can browse through my YouTube channel. I have created many videos, might be useful and helpful to you, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel for more future videos. So in this topic, we will be discussing execution context. So mostly JavaScript runs on the browser, and it also runs on the server, but mostly on the browser. And for running on the browser, most of the browser have their own JavaScript engine. For example, Chrome has V8 engine, Internet Explorer has Chakra, and Mozilla has, I think, SpiderMonkey as their JavaScript engine. So basically, these engines can the script file and make an execution context which handles all the execution of the code. So there are two types of execution context. First one is global execution context, and second one is function execution context. Yeah, so let's say this is our HTML file, and this is our index.js. So here, this is a very basic small program. So here we have two variables, x equals to 20, y equals to 40, and we have two functions. First function is for print hello, which is printing hello JavaScript lab, and the second function is calculating the sum of two variables, which is a equals to 3, b equals to 7. And down here we are console logging the value of x and y, and we are calling the function print hello and calculate function. Okay. So now here I will tell you how this will actually work line by line. Okay, so as soon as the JavaScript engine scans through the script, it creates an execution context. So execution context looks something like this. So guys, try to understand this. This is very important, and if you understand this, this will be very helpful to you. So just keep with me. Just see, this is very easy. So as soon as JavaScript scans through the script, it creates the execution context which looks something like this. So it has two parts. It has first part as memory, second part as your code. Okay, so this part is also called as environment variable, and this part is also called as thread of execution. Okay. So first of all, what happens is that as soon as the first line is encountered, before running the code, it allocates memory to all of the variables and functions. Okay, line by line it will go and it will allocate a memory to x, and it will allocate memory in key and value pair. Okay, x will be used as key and its value initially before running the code. Special placeholder keyword which is called undefined, and it will go to next line. So var y equals to 40. So it will not assign currently value. It will just give the memory to y with a value placeholder as undefined. That means a variable is created, but its value is not defined yet. Okay, we haven't given its value. Its value is never given till now. And it goes to the next place and it says a function is there. So it will say print hello. It will point to the location where the whole code is stored. It will not go inside the function. It will come to the next place and it is function calculate. So it will say calculate, and it will point to a location where the whole code is stored. So this will be key and this will be value, and it will not go inside the function for now. And after allocating all the memory to variables and functions, it will now run and give all the values to the variable. When it executes really, it will replace this undefined. So it will replace this undefined with its actual value, which is 20. Okay. and it will go to next line. It will say y equals to 40. Acha. So it will remove this placeholder, and it will give value as y equals to 40. And when it will come to line 5, there is nothing. It will come to line, it won't come to line 6, 7. It will go to next function, that is calculate. There is nothing. Now it will go to line 15, and it will console log x. So the code will be run here. So console dot log x. Okay. So the value of x in here is 20. So let's create a console here. So value of x will be 20. So here 20 will be printed. Okay. Now it will go to next line. It will say console log y. So console dot log y. Now the value of y is 40. Okay. So what will be printed here? 40 will be printed here. Okay. Now it will go to line 17, and it will say print hello. Okay, so it has to run print hello function. Now the function has to be run. So the controller will go to line 5, and it will go to print hello function. So along with that, there is also a stack that is also called as call stack. Inside that, as soon as the global execution context is created, this thing is created, it is also pushed into the call stack. So global execution context is pushed into a call stack. It was pushed, I built for it. After that, whenever the function will run, it will create its own function execution context. Okay. So inside this function execution context will be created, which will also have the same two things. It will also have its memory, and it will have its code, two components. Okay, so inside that there is nothing to store in the memory, as there is no variable or there is no function. So it will directly run the line 6, that is console dot log. It will print hello JavaScript. Okay, so next thing which will be printed here will be hello JavaScript lab. Now the controller was here, and it has completed its execution. So the controller will go from this line to this line. Along with that, as soon as the function gets completed, this functional execution context is removed. Oh, sorry, I missed it. So as soon as functional execution context is also created, it is also pushed in call stack. Okay, so functional execution context is also pushed in call stack. It will be named as print hello. Okay, and as soon as this function completes its work, it will be removed from here, and it will also be removed from the call stack. Okay, so that is how it will work. And after that, the controller will go to line 18, and from line 18 it will call calculate function. So in calculate function, again a new functional execution context will be created. It will have two things. You know what are those two things? Memory and code. Okay, and as soon as that execution context is created, functional execution context, it will also be pushed into the call stack. So it will be named as calculate functional execution context. So this will be pushed into the call stack, and in here it will create its local variable inside its local memory, which will be a, which will be initially undefined. It will create b, which will be undefined. So now providing memory to all of the variable is completed. Now it will assign the values. So this undefined will be replaced with 3, and this b will be replaced with 7. Okay, so it will be replaced with 3, and it will be replaced with 7. Okay, now our code has started to run. So a is equals to 3, b is equals to 7. Now the next line is console log a plus b. So a plus b will be 3 plus 7, right? This a is here, this b is here. So the total will be 10. So now in the console log it will be 10. Okay. And as soon as this function has completed its work, it will be removed from here. This execution context will be removed, and it will also be popped off from the call stack. Okay. So now this function has also completed its work, and the whole script has completed its work. So this whole execution context will also be removed and deleted, and this will also be popped off from the call stack. So this will also go from here. This will go, everything will go, and all the memory will be freed up again. And this global execution context will be removed, and the call stack will again be empty. Okay, so this is what our output will be if we run this code into the browser. So now let's look in the real world how this code will actually get executed in our browser. So this is our browser, and let's hit F12. So if you see here, we have got 20, 40, hello JavaScript lab, and 10 as our output. Okay. So if we go to sources, if we click on index.js, so now let's see how it really works. So as you can see here is a call stack, and I will just click on add a debugger here. So we can stop the code while it is running, and then let's run this code. So as you can see, as soon as this browser saw the script, it created a global execution context which is named anonymous here, and the controller is currently with this global execution context, and which is also pushed in the call stack. Okay, so this is in the call stack. So the controller is with line number 1 of index.js. Okay, and if you can see in the global variables, there will be where it is, there will be print hello, calculate, x and y will be created. So print hello is from p, mnop. Print hello is created here with a key value pair. So key is this, value is this, which is a function, and calculate is yc. So it is calculate is created here with a key as calculate and value as the function, and x and y will be created down below. Okay, here it is. X is created and its value is undefined. Y is created, its value is undefined. Okay, so currently this is not, it has not run. It has only allocated memory to variables and functions. Okay, now as soon as I run this, I will add a debugger here, remove debugger from here, and I run it. You will see that x will have got the value of 20 and y will still be undefined. Here it is. X has got the value of 20, y is undefined. Okay. As soon as it will go from here to here, value of y will be allocated. We will stop this here. So now if you can see, the controller is with line 15. We will be doing console log x. Okay, so value of x is in the global. We got the value of x, right? Initially it was undefined, but later on it got to 20 and 40. Okay, so as soon as we run this console log, the value of x will be printed in the console. So if you see, there is nothing, but if I just run it, console will have a value of 20. Okay, now the controller is with line number 16. We will be logging the value of y. I will just add debugger here, remove from here, and run. So now we will have value of x and y both. So 20 is printed and 40 is printed. And now controller is with print hello. So if you see currently here, there is only one global execution context here. So as soon as I run, you will see that a functional execution context will be created and it will be added to the call stack. So as you can see here, there is another element in the call stack that is called print hello, and the controller is with line 6, and now it will be printing out. And you can see local execution context is also created. Okay, currently it doesn't have any variables, so it is not allocating any memory, as we already told that there is nothing to allocate memory. It will just console log hello JavaScript lab. Okay, and the controller will come to calculate. So I will just remove and just run it. And as soon as this function gets completed, this print hello will be removed from the call stack, and this local will also be removed. Okay, this will disappear now. As you can see here, guys, print hello is removed from call stack and local is also removed because it was local for that functional execution context. Okay, now calculate will be run, and this will make it more clear. So I will add debugger here. Calculate functional execution context will be created. It will be pushed in the call stack, and a local memory will be allocated. Okay, so as soon as it will run, a calculate is added here, and the controller is with line 10. And if you see, there is local, and it has two variables, a and b, as we already saw. Actually, I erased it, but you know, a will be undefined initially, b will be undefined, and as soon as this will go to line 11, a will have value of 3, b will have undefined. Okay, so if I run, a got the value of b, b is still undefined. Okay, if I stop it here, what will happen? It will happen that b will get the value, b got the value. Okay, now console of a plus b is happening. Okay, so this is code execution. Now after that, if you will, as soon as this function will get completed, local will be removed, and this functional execution context will also be removed. And after completing from here, this anonymous execution context will also be removed from the call stack. Okay, so and our log a plus b will be printed. 10 is printed, and our call stack is now empty, scope is now empty, all the memory is free up. And this is how the whole function will work actually. So this is how the whole function gets executed in the browser with the help of JavaScript engine, which creates execution context to execute the code. So this execution context is created in two phases. First one is creation phase, second one is execution phase. So in creation phase, it, as I told you, it allocates memory to all the variables and functions, and in the execution phase, it actually sets up the value and executes the code. Okay, because initially the values which were used were the placeholder, which is a special keyword called undefined, and after executing the code, the value actually gets assigned. So this happens in two phases. So I hope with this video you got some idea of how execution context is created and how a program actually takes place inside the JavaScript engine. I hope to see you guys in the next video of JavaScript Lab. Keep watching the videos. I also created videos related to ChatGPT, chatbot, for Discord, for WhatsApp, for web, and I have also shared my experience. You can check that out on my channel. I will provide the link in the description. I will be coming up more videos in this series, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, bye-bye.